Jeff Arlington on Get Up ESPN with a report on the Derek Carr meeting between him and the New York Jets. A couple of things came out. Let's talk about these things. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and before we get into the video, let's make it very clear who is making these comments, because any Jet fan who's been around and knows a little thing or two about Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas know that neither one of them made these comments available to the media. There is no incentive for them to make these comments to the media. We can discern without beyond a shadow of a doubt that these comments were made by the agent, and that's not a problem. The agent is doing right by his client. He's trying to get his client the most money possible in a time where he is the belle of the ball and everybody's going to want him. And he obviously wants his client to make the best decision for him financially, and while the client wants to make the best decision for him according to his legacy and what he wants to leave on the table. And so that is always going to be the dichotomy between agent and player. The player is going to want legacy. The agent is going to want money. And the conflict between the two is what kind of makes everything kind of balanced relatively. Now, that being said, the comments are still pretty interesting. And so we're going to go over that. The first thing that Jeff Darlington says is that the visit was very positive. That's a good thing to hear. We want a positive visit. I still think that the New York Jets are the best option when it comes to quarterback-needy teams ready to go win a championship right now. Of all of the teams that are available there, I think everything is in place for the New York Jets right now to go out and win a championship. And I believe that legitimately. I think our offense is poised to win games. I think our defense is still a top 5 defense. I think we have the right coaching in the building. And yes, while you have to go through the gauntlet that is the AFC with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and all of those things, with a bad offensive coordinator and really, really bad football play, we still beat the Buffalo Bills last year. So I think we can do it if we get above average quarterback play, which we know Derek Carr is going to get. If you want me to go over why the New York Jets are the best team when it comes to winning a playoff, when it comes to quarterback needy teams, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to make a video. The second comment that was made is that the organization believes that Carr could lead them to a championship. Well, is this true? I think so. I think that any of the quarterbacks that we're really looking at that are serious options can lead this team to maybe not a Super Bowl, because I don't know if we win a Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill, but at least a deep playoff run with any of these guys. And why do I think that? Well, unlike some of the other teams in the NFL that are their entire team is predicated off of the fact that their offense is just going to score more points than your offense, that's not how this team functions. We have a top 5 defense. The idea and the way that we're going to win games is that our offense is going to go out there and do their jobs. And if you can just score more than 24 points, you are more than likely going to win the game. We have shutdown corners. We have an insanely good defensive line rotation. We're going to get upgrades at the safety and at the linebacker position this offseason. Your job is not to win the game as the quarterback. Your job is to just not lose us the game as the quarterback for this team. And a guy like Derek Carr, a guy like Aaron Rodgers, a guy like Ryan Tannehill, all of these guys won't be the reason we lose the game. They will keep us in the game consistently and regularly. And so, yes, I do believe that they can win a championship led by Derek Carr, but I don't think the organization has said that or let that out. And then the last comment was they feel like he is a great player, and they should. Statistically and everything, when you look at all of the numbers and all of the situations and everything that was involved when it comes to Derek Carr in Vegas, absolutely blows my mind how he was able to overcome that much dysfunction. It's insane. He was never really given any type of offensive weapons, and he continued to go out there and throw for 4,000 yards. Then the owner goes out and hires a TV personality who had been out of coaching for years, gives him the longest and insane guaranteed money contract. That guy gets fired because of some emails. In that same year, he loses loses his number one wide receiver because he decided to kill some people because he wanted to drive drunk. Then his tight end is constantly injured. Then Josh Jacobs is being misused. And then finally, everything looks like it's going to happen. They hire a guy that they believe is an offensive guru. They give him his contract. They trade for Devontae Adams. And I think for 2 games in the season, he had Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, and Josh Jacobs all on the field at the same time. Everyone's battling through injuries, not including the fact that defense was still in shambles. Derek Carr came and overcame all of that to have 4,000 plus yard years every single year. There's I think 2 or 3 years where he didn't do it, but still, the consistency and the level of play that you get out of Derek Carr is absolutely one of a great player. He's not an elite player, but definitely in the conversation of the top 12, top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. And you can win a Super Bowl with a top 12, top 10 quarterback in the NFL when the rest of your team is built the way that the New York Jets is. Guys, this is a very interesting conversation, and I would not be surprised if Derek Carr took a visit with another NFL team. I'll keep my eyes on the Washington Commanders or the Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr should do his due diligence and meet with as many teams as possible to see what the market is for him and to make the best decision for him. But the New York Jets need to keep their eye on Derek Carr, keep the finger on the pulse of Derek Carr to the New York Jets, and it is always good to have multiple options when it comes to your veteran quarterback. We can't put all of our eggs in the Derek Carr basket. We can't put all of our eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. And right now, we've got 2 really good options. Let me know what you think of these comments and of this scenario and of this situation in the comment section below. And last but not least, go Jets.